While we have a perception that we're an individual, we think our enlightenment comes and goes, our stillness, we think it comes and goes. Anushka, welcome back. So we think our enlightenment comes and goes, we think the void comes and goes, we think the present moment or our connection to the present moment comes and goes. But actually, obviously the present moment never leaves, right? Everything is the void. Everything that is present is the void. It's just a matter of perspective. If you're watching the present moment directly, there's no commentary on it, because it's not conceptual. That's void. It means that means it's void. It's void of all beliefs or views or perceptions of self. It's just a happening, you've heard me say that before. It's just a happening. So you can watch the present moment from that space and you don't lose anything. I know part of the conversation that we were engaged in was this idea of escapism, and I was trying to express you don't lose anything. You don't escape anything. In fact, you come into contact with everything. The only thing that disappears is this belief in an individual self-identity. That disappears. If I have the perception that I am an individual, and then so from that perception, lots of other wrong perceptions come up, that I was born, that I will die, that I suffer, that I experience pain, that I am this body, that I have a name, a history. But when you watch perception itself from the void, none of that comes into being. Everything is still here. And you, the real you in there, is directly present and in contact with everything. You're not escaping anything at all. But to the individual, to the perception of individual, that's very difficult to grasp. Because essentially it means that for the individual who's looking at that perception, from their point of view, they will feel like that means I don't exist. But of course I exist because I'm here, So you end up kind of dancing around this difficult perception. You know what they describe it as, right? The moment of transition from this perception of being an individual to essentially witnessing the void in its entirety, where there is no individual anymore and there is only everything that is present. The line between those two spaces, so you're operating in a sense of individualness, and then you're about to transition over into this real perspective where there is no more individual. They talk about it, they describe it as a cliff edge, as if you will feel like you're about to fall off the edge of a cliff within your meditation, and you have to let go, you have to fall. And obviously most people don't, because it's scary. That part of you that tries to understand, that wants to know what's going to happen, that part can't go with you, so you have to let go. And so it's like teetering on the edge of a cliff. And believe me, I know what it's like to sit at the edge of that cliff for years and years and years, trying to fall, not able to. It takes a lot of consciousness and a lot of dedication and a lot of courage to let go at that point. And so obviously when you're having a conversation with people who still haven't quite fallen or are trying to fall but struggling for whatever reason, you have to be patient. You have to be patient. Why they're holding on. It's because of fear. And but yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not bad. That's just the way it is for a lot of people.